It's April Fool's. Friday, April 1st. You know what this means. So now we're going to react to this, and I'm going to tell you guys how to make coffee, because a lot of you probably don't know, being the stupid plebeians that you are. Why? Why did my game end? Alright, so a lot of you probably don't know a really good way to make coffee. Why? You've been fooled your whole lives, because the coffee industry is kind of mostly a monopoly. You know, all the stuff you buy in the grocery stores. You know, I mean, sure, there's house brands, there's a few big brands, but other than Folgers and maybe Maxwell House, like, who do you even think of for coffee, right? Well, you see, this is all part of a plan to fool the American population. And you know what I'm going to do? Other than continually missing all these shots, I'm going to tell you where you can, or where you can get, and even how to make the best coffee possible. So, wow, this is a wonderful April Fool's update. God, this sucks. Now, a lot of you people are probably stuck with really crappy coffee. Why? Because you've been fooled your whole lives. But I have devised a way to make even the crappiest coffee taste good. And now you're probably thinking, oh, Noah, that's so stupid. You could never do that. Well, here's the deal, okay? I've become a coffee expert. I've become an expert at making coffee taste good. And why would you ask? Well, you see, because I work on a dairy farm. And now usually you'd probably be like, no, that has nothing to do with it. But I have a secret, because they provide us with free coffee. Now you're probably like, oh, that's great. You know, they're helping you get through your day. Well, you see, we buy this coffee from Aldi's. It is the worst coffee I have ever drank in my life. It's awful. Just like my aim. I feel like I don't hate this game mode. I don't hate this at all. Coffee. You know, so at work we get the crappy stuff, right? We get the absolute butt end, like, run-of-the-mill garbage. It's bitter. It tastes awful. You can't pair it with anything, right? And it's been in our coffee maker there for so long that our coffee maker is just sludge. It's no longer... Oh no, I don't want them to kill me. I don't want them to get my gun. I don't want the... Yeah, they're gonna get a Tech 9. I didn't land one of those shots. No! He got my BFG! What the... Since we get the absolute worst coffee ever, I've had to drink it for, you know, like a year and 8 months. Because, you know, I usually forget to make coffee at home. That's one of the worst bits about being as forgetful as I am. Which, I'm glad I even decided to record this video today, because I would have forgotten to do it. I'm glad that I remembered. But, which is kind of sad, because basically this is just all of your opportunity to watch me be complete garbage at Phantom Forces. Okay, well. I have no chill. Anyways, the coffee. So, I'll have to clear this all up in editing. But, I've had to drink this coffee for about a year and 8 months now. And you know what? After those months, I've started to figure a few things out. Such as... Wall bang, nope. Such as what the best way is to make crappy coffee. And do you know what that best way is? No, you probably don't. But, like I said, we buy our coffee where they get their coffee from Aldi's. I get my coffee from a local roaster. It's the best coffee in the world. It's even better than Kona coffee, which comes from Hawaii, in case anybody didn't know what Kona coffee was. And not everyone can be a coffee connoisseur like me. I get it from a local roaster. It's called Evening Star Coffee Roaster. Best coffee I've ever had in my life. Okay? This is the best coffee that I think you can have. Alright, this stuff is absolutely freaking amazing. So, the best part about this, actually, it's really more the worst part about it, but I've been spoiled. Okay, I have been spoiled my whole life with great coffee. And, you know, I can't really do much about it, because, you know, that's just how my taste is, right? I've been indoctrinated to good coffee. It's so awful. But having to live with that god-awful coffee at work has made me realize some things. One, we can't always get what we want. And two, I better figure out a way to make this so I can get exactly what I want. So, here's what I've done, right? I've come up with the perfect formula if you are to make crappy coffee and make it taste good. Bruh. He pre-bought that. There's no way. This formula is hands down the best way, right? And if you're working with bitter, absolute awful coffee like I have been, then you know the pain. You know the pain, right? You're like, I just want a good tasting cup of coffee. Just want the caffeine to get me through my day. And all you get is utter dog crap in a mug. So, I come up with the perfect formula, right? So, we use, it's called Beaumont coffee. It's a house brand of Aldi's. And essentially, it's the worst coffee I've ever had, right? I went from the best coffee in the world to the worst coffee that can exist. And so, what I have determined... How did I not two-tap him? What the hell? I've determined that, you know, I've still got to find a way to make the best out of the worst. And so here's what I've done. I've come up with a formula. And this formula is... Pause for effect. The best way that I know of to make bad coffee taste good. And it is. For every 6 cups of water, it's 4 scoops of coffee. And now you're probably wondering, no, that's the six cups of water. That's so obscure. Why do you make 6 cups? Well, you see, because that's what fills up my travel mug twice. My travel mug is about the most massive thing anyone has ever seen. It's wonderful. I love it. It's the best. But if I take, you know, crappy coffee and I put it in it, I'm just going to ruin my travel mug, and I won't be able to enjoy that sweet, sweet Evening Star taste. Don't mind me. I've found that is the best way to make bad coffee taste good. And the next best thing you can do is put milk in it. And you're probably just like, no, why do you put milk in it? You could just eat creamer. You could just make it all these different tastes. No. Stop it. Creamer is full of sugar and crap. And I don't like to put that in my body unless I'm drinking soda. Because, you know, it's the duality of man. Or I only put sugar and crap in my body if I'm, you know, with a girl. Because, again, the duality of man. So, yes, I put milk in my coffee. And here's the thing about putting milk in your coffee. You're probably just like, no, milk tastes like crap. Why would you put milk in your coffee? Well, you see, because I get the best milk that exists. Okay, this stuff is freaking insane. Yes, I use VCOG6X like this. Don't judge me. Bro, I just killed the same guy twice in a row. What the hell? Okay. I also got banned from Talk to Wesley's chat today because I clipped a TOS gorilla violation. That was fun. I'm assuming that's why I did that. Hopefully, maybe I can submit my unban appeal and he'll get to me. Anyways, yes. That's my brain for you. Just went off on a tangent for no reason. Ooh. Got him. I put milk in my coffee. 1, because I don't like putting sugar and crap in my body unless I'm in the presence of a girl. 2, and I should actually vote transit. 2, I only like, I get the best milk in the world, right? I get whole milk. It's Jersey only milk, so it comes only from Jersey cows. They have a much higher butterfat content. They produce much better milk in general. Their milk quality is much higher. And then it is pasteurized at the lowest legal temperatures. And you're probably just like, no, that's so bad. You're going to get a disease because you didn't kill all the things. No, you're wrong. And you know how I know you're wrong? Because you're stupid, all right? And that's not an offense. Some people just don't know, all right? I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But here's what you don't realize. So, milk has a lot of really good bacteria in it. And I mean, it comes with some bad, but it has a lot of really good bacteria in it. And that bacteria helps promote gut health. And, you know, good things. Because the gut health is what I'm really after when I go and drink milk, right? Because my gut kind of sucks. And having good gut health is really nice. Oh my god, what was that? And I'm young, I have good bone health, and I understand that it could be better. But I really just want the gut health. Got him. Anyways, you're probably asking, Noah, why is this milk so good? I mean, it's only milk after all. What could it possibly do for you? And, well, you see, I know what it can do for me. Ass hat. Oh my god, I have to be really judicious with how I hit my shots. I killed the same guy again! What is this BS? Come on, short range, there we go. Ah, he got me. Okay, so what you don't understand is that good milk, milk like this, it just tastes good. It has no, so most milk has a kind of off smell to it. It just tastes bad, like or it just has no taste whatsoever. And you're probably just like, well, yeah, it's just how milk is. That's why I don't like to drink it. Well, that's why you're wrong, because milk shouldn't be like that. In fact, milk can be one of the best tasting things you ever have. But that's why I get the stuff that is non-homogenized, so or pasteurized at the lowest legal temperature, so it kills enough bad bacteria, but it keeps all the good stuff. So that's what you're really looking for, is that good gut health supporting bacteria. And trust me, like it's good. And then so this milk just tastes good. Right? And then it's not homogenized. And you're probably like wondering, well, what is homogenization? I don't know. So you've ever noticed how I just talked about butter fat, right? And you're like, well, usually fat just kind of like rises to the top like that. Well, yeah. Yeah, no crap it does, right? That's how milk is supposed to be, right? That's how it comes out of the cow, right? The milk and the cream immediately, and the cream is the fat in the milk, they immediately start separating. And what that, excuse me, sir, you must be dead. And what that does is it allows you to make butter. That's one of the main mechanisms you make butter through. And you're probably wondering, now, again, homogenization, right? I'm losing my mind. Holy crap, I'm going to have to do so much editing. Right? I don't know. All the milk that you can buy in your standard grocery store is homogenized. And the process of homogenization is basically they take the really, really bad milk that you get. They take the really, really bad milk, then they take the really, really good milk, and then they mix it all together and push it through like a sieve kind of thing. And what that does is it extrudes the fat and it breaks it down to the point where it's absorbed into the milk. So, sure, right? It makes it so that, oh, wow. It makes it so that you don't have to, it makes it so that you don't have to shake the jug, essentially. It makes it so that it keeps longer, so that the fat doesn't, you know, break or anything. It does so the fat doesn't, like, go, so that the fat doesn't go rancid or anything. But milk that's not homogenized actually keeps longer. And the best thing about the worst thing about homogenization is like I said, it takes all the good milk and it takes all the bad milk and it mixes it all together. And you're probably just like, well, yeah, everyone's getting an even product. No, because there's more, the way our farming techniques are these days, there's more bad milk than there is good milk. And so you get a crappy product. That's why people are lactose intolerant. Actually, really, when you think about it. That's why a lot of people are lactose intolerant. Because, oh yeah, rank up. Woo! That's why a lot of people are lactose intolerant, because our milk is so bad. And the funny thing about lactose intolerance, you know the milk I specified, right? Whole milk comes from Jersey's, non-homogenized, pasteurized at the lowest legal temperature, right? All the things that they say are bad, well, they're not, actually. A lot of lactose intolerant people that I know have drank our milk and been perfectly fine, right? They've drank our milk and then been like, oh wait, this is whole milk, this has lactose, I'm gonna die, and then they don't. And they really like it. It tastes really freaking good. You know why it tastes so good? Because it comes from Jerseys. It's pasteurized at the lowest legal temperature. You're not killing all the good bacteria and the flavor, I might add. You're not homogenizing it. So now the cream rises to the top. So you can make your own butter with this stuff. No, I just wanted DBV no scope. Thank you. You can make your own butter with this stuff. We've tried. It didn't go too well because we don't know how to make butter. But... oh. No! I could have had a no scope. I missed him by a little bit. So yeah, back to the coffee. This is where I originally started, if you can believe it. Yeah, so 4 scoops to 6 cups of water, and then put milk in it. Put good milk. If you can find the milk with the things that I specified to you, it will be just the absolute best thing that you will ever have. It will be absolutely insane. You will love your life. I promise you. It will be nice and awesome. And where's the gun that I was supposed to get on this rank up? I'm very confused.